champions like Leona, like the Alistar, these heavy engage supports, but also the supports that can like teleport directly next to you, like Kai'Sa, are coming into the play.
Yeah.
Ezreal's not as good as defending at defending against those, right? You can arcane shift away, but if they can just ult next to you, there's not a whole lot of safety there. But there is with the Xayah ultimate. So as long as you have that ultimate up, you're very safe. And you can let Leona roam around. So if you're wondering why there's like a very forward support matched with a very backward AD carry, that's why. It's because they're not planning on playing together. They're going to be separated for most of the laning phase.
Yeah, we'd expect Professor to be on those roams quite a bit, especially into the mid lane that actually hasn't been locked in yet. So we could see a little bit more passive champions coming out there. Victor certainly one of them, can be assisted really, really well by Leona, keeping you trapped for a very, very long time when those stuns are layered on top of each other. Now we are going to get Red Canids having to show their hand. You're going to have to lock in both top and mid here, leaving that top lane counter pick, that oh so wonderful top lane counter pick, open to KBM.
For sure. Here's the second round of picks coming out. It's the solo lanes. Rise hovered briefly.
Okay,
yeah,
and locked in.
Get locked in. Yeah, nice. So Avenger will likely be on Rise there. Jojo looking for the second pick. This for Guigo. Yeah, the Gnar locked in. It's good stuff. Like to see that. And that's the blind pick Gnar. Here's the counter. What will Wiser use to carry this game?
Is it R5?
Bard.
Please.
I like
Why?
that. That's
I
a good
love
sense
it.
of humor. Gangplank comes out.
Gangplank into Gnar. It's not the matchup that I think of when I think of counter matchup, but it is a champion that can just straight up carry a game.
Yeah, absolutely can. And it's a champion that can match Gnar in so much as like you're both trying to scale up super hard. And I think Gangplank outscales Gnar. I would say so anyway. You also have global effect on the map, which is super important. You're looking at a very aggressive team comp as far as like what your Leona and your Olaf are trying to make happen, and those are two of the strongest roles in the game right now, are the support and the jungle. If you can drop an ult even once to help Ryan get a kill, then it's super worth it, right? You're bringing that advantage back to your top lane for you, where otherwise both top laners are just trying to scale. And being able to bring those assists in and give you a little bit of advantage over the Gnar is going to be super important for him there. But yeah, the Gangplank Gnar matchup, not one that's unfamiliar to us, and it's mostly just kind of trying to scale up a little bit.
Yeah, I since we're both hoping to scale up in the top lane, let's take a minute to chat about the way that these teams win the game, because we do have Gangplank into Gnar, but outside of that, I feel like the team fight is really strong from both these guys.
Yeah, the team fight's pretty good from either side here. I like it a little better in the earlier game for Kaboom. I like that team comp. Maybe it's just because like I'm an Olaf fan, but you know how it goes. That terrible Alistar skin has made it into our game, so I'm very disappointed.
He knows what the right pick is. He wants to be different. What is this?
Is it Chroma?
Is this the Shanghai thing that we were?
It's the Beasts.
Weird. Lunar Beast or something?
Yeah, Lunar Beast one for Alistar, and
that's right, because Shanghai is like Nico, Nautilus.
Nautilus, yeah, Cho'Gath, yeah, and Jhin. So, but this is like some kind of weird green silver chroma for it. You see, even the observer's like, "What is that?" Looks awful, man. What? It's like red and green.
It's very, very confusing, very concerning right now.
Yeah.
We didn't get to the chance to see it too much, but the Twitter poll was there for just a moment. Actually, very even this game. I think closest that we've had of the day. So we'll see which Twitter users end up coming out on top of that. I do feel like there's no real wrong vote right now, outside of voting for Shadow Monster Ryan, because that thing never ceases to amuse me.
Oh yeah, Shadow Monster Ryan is my favorite. But
he's gonna come up here again,
especially when he's on Olaf, right? It's good stuff.
Look, he's gonna come up, right? It's Professor, then Wiser, Ryan's next. Ready? Watch the bottom right side of your screen.
Here he comes.
Shadow Monster.
There he is.
Yes.
Who is that? Who is
A
it?
man of mystery.
Yeah, I love how everyone else has a screen name, and then he's just Ryan.
Yeah.
It's like some dude, but he doesn't have a face. That's pretty funny.
Yeah,
They
right.
pulled some guy off the street. They were like, you don't have headshots or anything. All right, what do you want your name to be? Well, my name's Ryan. I was like, okay,
That's what
cool.
Ryan's entire identity is based on.
Jesus,
Weiser's entire
let him
identity is based
live.
on freaking destroying Guigo right now. Oh my lord, he
What
flashes in,
the
almost gets.
hell?
Oh my god, he gets the kill. It's a
Okay.
level 1 first blood.
Man, I wish teams would just build up talent in our region instead of importing Korea. Oh my god, he's dead! Oh, Jesus!
Holy
This is why they
moly.
do it, by the way. It's like, yeah, they're good challenger players in your region, but they're not better than Wiser, so this is where the teams end up going, is with players like this. He's already almost killed Guigo again, even as we're talking about the last time he killed Guigo, so yeah, maybe this matchup isn't as good for
God.
Guigo as we might have previously let on. Wiser definitely trying to scale up, that we weren't lying to you about, but this is not, at least between these two players, going to be very close.
Dude, Weiser has got his carry pants on right now. Finally, Guigo does manage to hit level 2. And
Has he
Everett...
missed any CS yet?
Guigo?
Looking? Or
I
no,
don't
Wiser.
know.
I don't.
Oh, I don't think he has. Professor though is going to be missing sorely his life, as Titan is going to pick up a kill
what?
here, and unfortunately,
Oh,
Desafi
that would have
flashes
been
forward.
cool.
That would have been really dope. Unfortunately, did not connect with the blade collar, and Titan will manage to survive. That's an advantage given over in both lanes. We're getting the yin-yang of the map. Nothing more appropriate for the new
Jeez.
Lunar New Year. Jojo, he's looking for Desafi. He's got the stun. He's got the headbutt.
Oh, no.
This is terrible for you if you are a Kaboom fan.
Jesus.
Red Knits take over the bot side of the map. Now we go back to top side, though, as Everett is looking for it. Ryan manages to survive, but no scuttle is available, as Guigo's also on the roam down, and Wiser unfortunately has no mana. If Wiser has full mana, they win that fight.
They do definitely win that fight. And folks, when we said Kaboom can't play through the bot side, we were not lying to you. Things not looking great for them. Titan and JoJo just handily taking that over. Where's this teleport coming from? It's coming from Victor back in the mid lane. Here's a triple gank.
They actually find the Q onto Avenger. Professor
Professor?
almost gets traded. Oh my lord, he's alive.
Jeez.
Okay, so you know what, Kaboom? You can't play through bot side, but you can take your bot side elsewhere.
Yeah, we can take Professor out of there from whatever Desave's doing, and maybe try to get a little bit of value out of the mid lane. But that's the point of the bot lane, right? I don't know why they went for that early trade. Maybe they got engaged on it off screen or something. But they definitely should not have. That's not the purpose of this matchup. The purpose is for Professor to just leave that lane, and either Desave scales up or they die. It doesn't really matter. But Professor gets advantages for Everett. For Ryan, and they get prio onto objectives, and that's what they're doing. They've begun playing their team comp correctly. It might be a little too late. They're like 100 gold down, and have lost priority on this dragon. So maybe it's too late, but at least they've started moving in the right direction. Here's the channel. Oh, Desavi backs up just enough.
Nice.
To not get caught out by JoJo there, but you got to be careful. You got to play very carefully here. Professor is not any level of safety for Desave here. They might as well not be there.
Yeah, Professor can't really do much at the moment. What he can do is collect a little bit of gold and maybe freeze the wave, which would provide massive value. Wiser, once again, though, we scale up to him, or we move up to him in the top lane. He's got the Sheen here, and I can only assume is ready to take a slappening to Guigo. Is not ready for one of his own, though. His Aegis does have the Bear Slap available. The cleanse comes up.
these.
The orange, yeah, this is not something that Wiser goes down to. He does take a big chunk, though.
Yeah, it takes a lot of damage there. The 3-hit passing from Guigo and the W. It's a little bit of damage. Channeling that back. You want to wait till Aegis is gone. Aegis is going to let that back channel out. They need to move to the bot side of the map for that dragon.
Wiser misses cannon. Rip.
Yikes.
Has level 6 now, though. And there's a ward in the river as we do move back to the mid lane where Everett is taking an equal slappening to Avenger, who has not hit the level 6 mark yet. Good reset timing.
Yep, great reset timing there, but Aegis bought themselves so much lane priority with this bot lane with Titan and JoJo He's able to just solo this up. Um, and here come the Kais and the Owls are stacked on top of each other.
It's a
To
free
be able
dragon.
to help him finish this off. There's just no pressure. Super strange for an Olaf jungle to not have pressure bot side in the early game, but I mean, that's kind of what he's dealing with the bot lane at the moment.
That's how the cookie crumbles, I guess.
Yeah, that's how it goes. You have this late game, Zaya that's not doesn't really have any lane pressure, and has a Leona that's just kind of sticking mid lane. So speaking of which, Professor hopefully moving up there once again, trying to make a plan to avenge her, at least soon.
Nice. He
But
looks for Titan, but doesn't quite find it, which leaves him kind of out of options as a Leona who needs to walk all the way up there. Fortunately, has Eclipse, so takes negligible damage from any sort of trade back, and Jojo has found his way back into the bot lane, so both bot laners will be respecting that. Seems like Tasave wants to stick around for now, but we find ourselves in a little bit of a quiet state after that first blood and first couple kills did go over. We found ourselves in an even game, and KBM pulling ever so slightly ahead right now, mostly off of CS.
Certainly, Desave pathing top for the Rift Herald here. The rest of his team is as well. So they're going to make a big play around this objective, but Guigo dropping down there for some vision too. Yeah, it's going to be 5v5 around the Rift Herald.
I'm looking forward to it, and honestly, as KBM, you shouldn't be. Weiser isn't scaled up enough to actually carry this fight, and neither is Everett, I don't believe, but we're going to find out very, very quickly as Jojo does pull the trigger on the initiation. Equally, Cannon Barrage, though, a crucial cooldown is used a little bit awkwardly.
Yikes.
Avenger gets himself on the right side of the map, and Professor gets caught. Should go down here. It is traded for the other support, though, as Guigo doesn't get the Gnar into the wall. Instead, scoops them back into the river, where KBM are perfectly happy to be. They can chase down Red from there. The shutdown goes over to Weiser, and Guigo flashes the wall. KBM, they don't end up getting the Rift Herald, but they get several kills, and I think they're happy with that.
I think they'd be happy with it as well, but it kind of depends how the Rift Herald is used by Aegis, right? If you drop that mid lane for the first turret, that's difficult to ignore. Here's a replay for you. Weiser was just late to this fight, right? You see him there on the back end, blast coning in. This team is already halfway dead by then. The Gnarled comes out, doesn't stun too many members. The rest of KBM are on the warpath here with the formation. Guigo gonna get, or actually flashes that wall there at the end. And able to make it out there. But yeah, KBM with a pretty decent play, all things considered. They get a 1,000 gold lead off of this play, and Desave doesn't go down. So
I feel like he could have won that. I feel like if Guigo just gnarred 2 people into the wall instead of 3 people into the river, it could have been a win. But
could have been,
just trying to get people in range of the DPS, doesn't get the stun, and lets the damage honestly just keep coming from KBM. Right now, though, Red do still feel confident taking these team fights. They aren't that far behind in gold, only the 1,000, and they still do have the Rift Herald. So if they find a play, that gold lead can very quickly evaporate.
It really can, and flip backwards in their favor. But topside, Weiser, the momentum has slowed down a little bit here. Guigo still has to stay way back off of the minions for any kind of safety, but it's not necessarily the kill pressure that he used to have. However, Weiser is fine with that, right? He's scaling. He just sit back. If he wants to freeze that wave, he definitely can and look to just punish Guigo and their inability to keep up with him right now. But as it stands, he's going to shove this wave in because he knows there's no way Aegis is topside. This dragon is coming up in under a minute, and he's trying to make plays around the bot side of the map at the moment.
I'm actually really impressed. I was looking at the CS numbers, and I know that Weiser's had to miss some CS because of jungle pressure and whatnot, but the closest to perfect CS is Everett, who is cleanly past 100, and nobody else is really in touching distance of him, weirdly enough, outside of Aegis.
Yeah, that big rift. Oh, here we go.
Yeah, we're going to get a team
Yep.
fight right now. Desave's got a lot of feathers on the ground, but not much to do with them. Ryan goes aggressive and does find a kill. Might actually find two as he
Okay.
takes down not only the AD carry, but almost the mid laner at the same time. Guigo does manage to trade back for it, though, as Jojo still continues to go aggressive onto Desave. The Feather Storm is almost enough to finish him off, and Jojo flashes away. Now Weiser's on the flank and should be able to find the kill here. Nice auto from Avenger, denies that one as Desave picks up a kill onto Guigo. Weiser goes
Oh
on a
no,
killing spree,
Jojo.
and once again, KBM are kind of coming up all, well, ninjas.
There you go. And yeah, Jojo just kind of gets killed by the dragon on the back end there with Professor taking the credit for that one. But unfortunate that that the cow got roasted by the Infernal Dragon. Infernal Dragon, by the way, stays up. Interestingly enough, nobody takes that one. Ryan gets themselves a kill, almost the double, but the flash of the wall saves that enemy member there. But all in all, I think, yeah, once again, KBM come out on top, this time with a little over a 2K gold lead. So they starting to extend their lead here. This might be the game that KBM is able to take off of Red Canids. There's still lots of game left to play. You got about another like 12, 15 minutes before this one starts wrapping up. So, oh,
Oh my
Titan,
lord,
what?
Jesus! Desave actually makes
Jeez,
it
man.
happen, and
Is that the
Jojo,
double?
oh my
It
lord, he just
is.
gives over the double kill. Ryan doesn't even want part of that. He goes, you know what? You earned it. You made it happen.
Yeah, this is best case scenario for Desave, and worst case scenario for Aegis, who has to drop the Rift Herald just kind of weirdly at Krugs. Um, that's going to get taken down. Meanwhile, Ryan is using this lane pressure to take Dragon for free. All of a sudden, that small little lead that they have is expanding wildly. It's pushing 3K now. Um, and to be honest, I'm surprised the Savian Professor aren't pushing for this plating, but they did get a double kill onto their ADC. They probably want to spend that gold.
And hey,
Um,
it's not only the 3,000 gold; it's an Infernal Dragon on top of that. Everybody
yeah.
but Professor benefits from that, and hey, maybe even Professor.
Yeah, Professor too, right? Get that damage. But I think it's like just flat damage whenever you deal damage. So it does help a little bit there. Um, and that will definitely be doing something for them. A little bit of a CS lead for Titan as they push the wave back out into the middle. And they're going to reset immediately after. Maybe going for the lane swap top. Not sure where Titan's going. He does
I'm taking a
complete
look
boots
right
there.
now. I'm
He's
also a
going up
little bit
mid lane.
lost. Maybe they're moving the Rise into a side lane.
Well, I think they might be rotating for Rift because Rift is up soon, right? I don't think they have a timer displayed, but it'll be
Mm-hmm.
under a minute.
Second Rift Herald, and you know what? You might actually get first tower as well. So if you get second Rift
Yeah,
Herald and first tower as Redcanids, you're pretty happy. Desave does not want to let that happen, though, as he's trying to finish off this tower with the last few autos. Does he stay out of the tower for it? He does, and he gets the first tower. So Guigo falling a little
yeah,
bit behind. He had members there, but I think the call was just that Red thought that they had it, and they did not. You lose another couple hundred gold there, and you're hemorrhaging them just ever so slightly everywhere right now, finding yourself still at a 3k gold disadvantage, as Red are trying to make that one up. Weiser has finished the Essence Reaver. Gorge Drinker is finished on Ryan, and it looks like this turret might just be finished.
So here's the thing for Red, you don't want to send both your support and AD carry down bot lane because it's inefficient. Anytime your support and AD carry are together in the bot lane, it's kind of bad. You want your support roaming around the map. You want them getting advantages elsewhere. Because honestly, your AD carry is better off just scaling. However, if they drop them down there with just Desave and Professor, they're kind of feeding Titan to them, right? Titan can't hold that turret by themselves. However, they were banking on Guigo getting that turret before. They did not. Titan ends up just kind of standing awkwardly in the mid lane while JoJo goes to support on the second Rift Herald, and they lose their entire bot lane for it. Not great, right? I don't know if like sending Titan down there by themselves to maybe delay Desave enough to get Guigo that first turn would have been good, but they just as easily lose everything that they just lost and Titan. Um, doing that play there. So yeah, difficult call. At the end of the day, KBM just kind of snowballing here. and not a whole lot Red can do to stop that. Here's the Realm Warp.
Yeah, they're going to try their hardest here. The orange has already been burned. The cannon barrage does come down. I think Aegis gets traded here, especially
Whoa!
since Ryan's here to clean it up.
Whoa!
But Aegis is really, really zooming right now. He's got a lot of movement speed in his pocket. The last axe connects from Ryan, and Kaboom do manage to get the 1-for-1 there, salvaging that play for themselves as Weiser did go down.
And that's the thing about the last few plays as well, is that Desave is the one taking the turrets, right? And getting all that gold for themselves. Desave is scaling incredibly hard right now. He has two Ooh, Ryan cut out.
I think Ryan just dies here. He doesn't have Ragnarok. He doesn't have really anything. The only thing
Ooh,
I'd be
Scott
surprised
Gourd
by
Drinker.
is... Oh, almost taken down Titan, actually. Guigo also is being run down just a little bit. Everett flashes for that one, so you still do get a trade back. And while all this is happening in the bot lane, yes, Red are getting the tower. Desave's on the other side of the map.
Yep. Desave's on the other side of the map, scaling up, doing his best to do so as well. The only one in the game with more CS than him is Everett there, with about a 14 CS lead over top of Desave. But Desave is massive right now. That's a lot of gold onto this carry, and they're scaling up in crazy ways. But yeah, they're kind of on the opposite side of the map for the majority of the action there, and not able to really help out. We'll see if the scaling is worth it for them. Dragging up in 20 seconds now.
I expect that we see at least one fight where Desave just gets insta-deleted, even though he's playing Xayah. I do feel like that's kind of following the Desave rule here. It could come up in just a few moments, as we do have the, what's this called, Mountain Dragon coming up in just a few, and I expect Red to really want to fight for this, because it's a dragon that benefits them almost infinitely more than it does Kaboom. The resistances that are being amplified actually exist.
Yep. Yeah, it really does. Ryan going to be soloing this up. Nobody trying to take this off of them. Second dragon goes down for free here for Kaboom. See if they can get anything else. Rift Herald dropped over the wall there.
Should pay for it with the top lane tier 2.
Yeah.
Gnar ult gets used to clear some minions, and should be the tower going down right now. Weiser actually comes up, though. And
say that.
Wow, yeah, it is for free then.
Yep, basically. Nothing trading back. A lot of damage on the top turret, but Weiser just has to stay there and clear the waves to be able to protect that. Another minute till Baron spawns. Neither team should be able to take that on spawn, as this is a pretty close game. 3.5K, or 3 1/3, I guess I should say, for Kaboom right now. And Desave is going to have crazy objective damage numbers when this game is over. Doing so much damage to these turrets.
I wish they showed that on the post game screen. They should make the special exception just for him, because you're right. He's been pushing down turrets, minions. He's been killing everything on the map right now, except for champions. I mean, he does have 3 kills, but I feel like he's more fallen into those than anything else.
Yeah, kind of. He got the double kill bot lane. Picked up another kill off of an ult or something around like the mid lane or something like that. But yeah, it does have, I guess, the most kills on his team. So, no, that's something. I didn't know Gangplank built shield bow. I didn't know that was a thing.
I haven't actually seen Gangplank complete a mythic this year, so I'm fine with it. I'm excited about it. Most of the time I see him end here as Everett is going to get dunked right now. That's a great use of the Realm Warp.
Yeah, good Realm Warp there. Desave.
Classic Desave.
God, somebody match this guy, please. He's single-handedly winning the game.
Somebody get this guy on Fiora. That's what I'm saying. Ryan
really.
Or rather should be safe to get
here
away
he is.
right now. Desave actually gets involved in a fight. Okay, Ryan's still alive. Desave hasn't done anything just yet. Does Gale force forward to pick up a single kill. Might actually be able to finish off Titan here. And he will just barely.
He's
he
dead.
burns down in the end. The shutdown goes over. Kaboom, though, do manage to clean up that fight. And you are still left with damage here as Weiser is still alive.
Oh, man. Desave goes 2 for 1 on that fight. So still stacking up positively. I think that was Red Buff that killed him or something, but he definitely burned down Weiser. Actually going to back off. Oh, we get a replay here. Here's the Realm Warp in onto Everett. And the rest is history. That's just 4v1, everybody. The teleport comes in from Weiser, though. He's in like Flynn. Here he comes with the damage. The barrel's not going to connect with anybody, unfortunately. And Weiser's basically out of the rest of this play. Ryan on the run. Titan and Aegis trying to catch him. But here's Desave with missing autos. Hits Aegis a couple times. Drags everything in, no stun. Starts to get hit. Ults. Flashes over to kill Titan, but the Acathian Rain will eventually burn them down with that red buff that we talked about. Unfortunate there, but hey, it is what it is. They go 2-for-1 in that fight, and that is something. What is that statistic? Is that just most damage?
This is damage in the last fight.
To champions?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. Damage to
Gotcha.
objectives in the last fight. It would still be Desave topping the charts, honestly.
For sure, yeah. So Desave does the most damage, but very close behind his Titan. Another bot lane favored game. Man, they tell me ADC is underpowered, but these ADCs are doing the most damage, so I don't know what's going on. I don't know who to believe anymore.
You know what? I've heard this said before. Oh no! Wow, wait, it's still Lunar Beast. Alistair, that's unfortunate. I've heard this said before.
Yeah.
Kaisa is only good because she is an assassin. It feels like Xayah actually is doing quite well in the actual AD carry position, which is surprising me. Moreover, taken a lot of objectives right now. I think that has been the focus of the Xayah. Although once she hits that Infinity Edge, it's going to be a big turnaround in how much power she does bring to the table, which seems crazy because she's already bringing so much. Desave's up an entire level on Titan right now and is about to be a full item.
I really like that summation of ADC is just like, there's no ADCs. It's just Kaisa, who's an assassin, and Xayah, who's an anti-assassin. That's the whole ADC meta. Is just like whether or not you can assassinate or avoid being assassinated, and that's just the entirety of ADC. But oh man, well, Desave, they're both AD carries. I'll go ahead and say that they're both carrying their teams. AD carries just fine. Please don't buff Shield Bow next patch. But
that's true. That's true. Shield Bow is nuts. Even Gangplank's building it right now. Like we are.
It does not. Yeah, it does not need to be buffed. Ryan running away now.
We're
past 20 minutes, so he does die.
Gorjunker actually saved him for just a little while. I might actually do the trick right now.
Wow. Yeah. Okay.
Wow, Ryan actually manages to survive, but it does mean that Red Canids do get total control over this Baron, as we do see Ryan going down to solo the Mountain Dragon in the meantime. We'll actually get more health off this, which is crazy to say, but KBM are going to need to pull out some sort of miracle in the meantime, as Weiser isn't quite around just yet. The Cannon Barrage does get used to dissuade that Baron, and it actually works fully. It's not even Red partially pulling off this.
This is like major Olaf things, right? You walk into a team fight, realize that it's not like 10 minutes anymore, and you actually die in these fights, and then just kind of, drag's up. Well, I'll just go do that. Cool. Awesome. And they end up getting the most value out of this, and they're taking down the dragon solo down the bot side. Now they're on Soul Point for free. They use Gangplank ult, and that's about it to kind of stop that Baron take. To be honest, I don't know why they backed off of it. I mean, it wasn't doing that much damage, right?
No,
here's Realm Warp.
They backed off just to come right back. There are 5 members right here, and Red Canids, they have learned something from their past couple of games. They definitely want to try and sneak a Baron in this game. I don't know if it's going to work, though. Everett is ready for them. The Chaos Storm gets dropped, but Everett's right back in the middle of the fight. Guigo scoops him in, and now Professor's in here as well. You're losing members by the second. Finally, Weiser showed up, but the barrel doesn't connect. KBM in a lot of trouble right now as Aegis has found a way in. Ryan would have gotten stunned, but he's got the Ragnarok. Still can't quite avoid death, though, if Titan lands that final auto, and he should be able to. Desave's on his way out. Has the final autos ready for him, but it gets assassinated. Titan cleans up yet another kill as well. Actually walks away with a triple there. And Red Canids, they not only find the ace, they not only find the triple, but they find the Baron as well. They might even get more here.
I blame Acathian Rain for this. That was a lot of damage in a very small amount of time, but now Titan has a red buff. He's got the Baron empowered minions, and they're going to get this entire mid lane here right up to the inhib turret before backing off. That's a lot of gold that this guy's has just gotten. This is why it's the best ADC in the game right now. 9-4-3 is this Kaisa Titan is using. That's nuts. I mean, you take a look at the build here. Kraken Slayer into Collector. Be able to like um, execute these enemy champions that are coming at them with such massive health bars like Ryan has, like Professor is building up as well. That's helping them a lot in these fights because you're dropping Acanthian range shots onto they heat seek onto champions, right? All you have to do is get somebody below 5% threshold and it kills them. That's really, really good there. But it's something you don't end up seeing a lot in the fights because it just looks like they hit them extra hard, but those executes are actually pretty big here.
Doesn't seem like this roll can really be stopped right now off of Titan either. After picking up that triple kill, he's only going to get you to that 5% mark even faster. The one person that I'm looking at here for KaBoM to be able to turn this game around is, and it should come to no surprise, as no surprise to anyone, is Wiser, who has 3 items right now. The Infinity Edge is complete. The barrels are known to destroy people. But in the last fight, they didn't connect, and Wiser just went down. We've got to find some sort of way to get these barrels going and to actually enable this champion, or KaBoM are going to fall flat on their face after performing several really nice moves in the early game.
Definitely, yeah. They are not standing up to what Red are throwing at them here in the late game anyway. Wiser, he's just trying to deal with the health bar, I think, right now from Mega Gnar. But here's Ryan trying to get the assist. Keep in mind, this is like a 30-minute Olaf. Not as strong.
Definitely
as
here for
normal.
the assists. That's not, is going to be able to clear out at least one control ward. Has the backup of Professor this time around, but Guigo seems to want to go for it.
There you go. Yeah, you get the true damage down onto Mini Gnar, and that'll do enough damage for you there. But Ryan on the run now as Red have arrived to seize control from KaBoM. And KaBoM just kind of playing for mid prio right now, trying to get at least some kind of argument going for this dragon. This is their soul, by the way. This could help them out considerably.
They just throw Ryan on that and just hope to God that
I think you just kind of bum rush it, maybe. Yeah.
That feels kind of right. Red Canids, though, maybe looking for that themselves as they're trying to find the flank with both Aegis and Titan, of all people. Guigo is joined in, but is just about to lose Mega. And if you want to take a fight, when Mega's down is just about the best time to do it. Jojo's sitting on the flank, though, which could be a really big problem if KaBoM get caught out by that. I think we've got a few moments here before the team fight breaks out. We haven't actually mentioned in the last time that these teams played each other, Red did lose. KaBoM did manage to beat them last time, so maybe they find the angle in here. Maybe they have the secret sauce to take down this, what looks like Titan of a team. Pun very much intended.
Yeah, pun intended there. Wiser was on the flank, backed off it.
Avenger's got a lot of
He goes back on the
now.
flank again.
He just put Desave on half HP, but we're going to need to find some sort of engage here. Ragnarok gets burned prematurely. Chaos Storm also dropped. Cannon Barrage finds no net, and that's going to be 3 ultimates burned for 0 effect. Red Canids find themselves the dragon.
Yeah, that's the issue with your front line being made up of your jungler, is that if he takes a bunch of damage, all of a sudden you can't pressure Dragon anymore because he'll just die, and then you'll lose the smite battle. So they take a bunch of damage onto their Olaf at the start of the fight, and after that just have to back off because there's no way they're going to be able to get that dragon down. So it is going to be the Mountain Dragon going over to Red Canids. That's going to be a yikes for me, as the Dragon Soul would definitely help KaBoM out in a point in the game in which they're faltering a little bit. They're not even down 1,000 gold yet. It's just kind of like a scaling thing for them. Kaizen has scaled very hard. Gnar is scaling adequately as well, and the Rise is coming up to the ranks. So they're just kind of getting out scuffed for the time being, but it's close. Things are pretty close.
And that should turn around, right? Because we have Victor, we have Gangplank, we have Xayah on the other side of this. These are all champions that are known to scale. It's a matter of time, and time is something that I don't know if Red is going to give you right now, because they have hit their mid to late game spikes, and KaBoM really only spike in the very, very late game.
Definitely, yeah, you got to hit that certain point at the past 30 minutes, but they're basically there. just kind of got to execute at this point. And you're right, the Wiser barrels not connecting. No real damage coming out of anybody on Kaboom on that last fight. It was just kind of Ryan getting uh, bursted down, and then the rest of them just kind of having to back off after that. But okay.
Kaboom, their base could be threatened here. Wiser's finally joined up, and this is a really good time to have barrels actually connect, is if Gangplank is here first and able to throw them out. Does manage to land one onto Jojo. It's not who you want, and Aegis is looking for the steal or way into the fight here. Guigo's here with the Meganar, and that's about to run out. That's the best time to fight if you are Kaboom. Guigo's on the flank right now, does end up going mini.
Wow.
Aegis is actually forced to flash out of the pit as Guigo goes into it. The cannon barrage gets used to disengage from Kaboom, and they're slowly but surely being forced out of the pit by Red Canids. Guigo's all alone in here, though, and could just eat a couple autos for free. Wiser needs these barrels to be set up, but Red Canids don't feel comfortable walking in either, and both teams will peel off Red Canids with the inside track into the mid lane.
I don't know if you saw that, Dia, but Guigo flubbed the flash there. Tried to flash over the back wall over the Baron and just did not connect.
That's right.
Just kind of, he flashed in place and then had to E over the wall. But even those last couple seconds, I'm sure if he had flashed and then E'd, he would have been able to get the Gnar ult off and they might have won that fight. But just kind of flashed into the wall, E'd over, and then couldn't do anything with it. Dropped to mini and just walked back over to the wall and waited till his E came back up. To be honest, I think if Red had seen him miss flash, which they didn't, they couldn't have because they didn't have vision on him. They might have just hard engaged onto Guigo, or if Kaboom had seen it, excuse me, had seen him miss the flash, they might have just hard engaged on him because he had no way over that wall. They could have just killed the mini Nard there and maybe gone back on the Baron, but they had no way of knowing that he had missed it. So
Red run the same play one more time.
The Realm Warp.
We do have a teleport in here from Everett. Kaboom have got to clean up this fight because there's no way they're getting this. Baron does go down. Jojo gets Nard into the wall, does Professor. Kaboom are looking to chase down right now, though. Guigo's trying to disengage by space and by time, but that cannon barrage is sweet as mother's milk, and Jojo will end up going down. That is Red Canids on the run right now as Titan quite low, cannot go back in for the assassination. Everett's trying to hem them in, but Red Canids are being given the way right into the base should they want it. Instead, Kaboom, afraid of taking that fight, will back away now, and teleports are being channeled, weirdly enough, into the mid lane where we needed to go.
Yeah, we're in the mid lane now, trying to push down a little bit here, but I think you're probably trying to get the mid lane prio to rotate onto the dragon in 30 seconds, and they're just trying to get their position set up. It's like you said, you want to have the enemy team pushing into you as Gangplank, so they're trying to get set up early here, but you have to push out of your own jungle, and they did not have the pressure, the bodies there to be able to do it, so it is going to be Kaboom pushing into red right now, and maybe that teleport wasted here for Wiser.
Big chunk on Titan actually forces the cleanse right now. Wiser not in any trouble really. Aegis is the one that needs to run. Fortunately, that's something that Udyr is very, very good at doing, and Kaboom do have first rotation onto the dragon, but they're missing first rotation into their own base, and it seems like that's the call from Red Canids, is to give over the soul to capitalize on that missing members.
Oh boy.
They're just taking apart your base right now. You're going to lose
Kaboom?
inhib for this. The backs are there, but it doesn't seem like they're fast enough. Inhibitor goes down, and Red Canids, very heads-up play from them.
Yep. I don't know how they got vision under Ryan, but they did.
I think he gets out here.
No, he's about to run out of Ragnarok is the problem.
This guy's dead.
That's
Desave as well, though, actually gets chunked out massively. The killer instinct isn't available to finish him off, though, and that's really huge. Everett actually finds the pick onto Titan. Desave is going toe-to-toe with Avenger and Aegis, but it's not quite enough. Everett does manage to pick up Titan, though, and it is going to be several kills we expect going back over. Oh, my lord, Avenger is on fire right now, finds that kill.
Yeah, there's the ooh from Aegis as well. That's toxic. That's bad. But Wiser Down here bot side, maybe a little overextended. Guigo with the hop,
Oh, I don't
but he
know.
hops too
I
early.
don't know if Guigo can actually take this fight. He is going to go Mega really soon, but Weiser knows he's in trouble. The barrel would save him, but it's not quite enough. The Gnar into the wall. The stun chain is too much, and he's going to get his GA popped, and we can expect much more here, as Weiser is not in for a world of joy for certain.
Yikes. Yeah, and Everett's here trying to clean it up, but Guigo and Aegis with the Awu are already gone. Yikes. Yeah, that's poor positioning from Weiser. I guess like a poor understanding of the game, but or the map state anyway. But yeah, does go in the dust there. I think we go get the kill on that one. Or no, it would have been Aegis. So yeah. Good for them. Another kill under your Udyr. I don't think Udyr falls off all that hard.
No, Udyr scales pretty well, weirdly enough.
Yeah. So it's just kind of the CC that's an issue for him, and Weiser, of course, does not have anything like that. So not too difficult to get the kill down onto the gangplank. That might have been a pretty big overstep for them picking a team with so little CC.
It's certainly turning around to bite them right now, as they can't quite find the ways that they need to play these team fights without Red misstepping massively. Although you do have 3 minutes to find another one. And hey, if you get the Elder Dragon, I don't really see you losing a team fight, even if you do have so much scaling, so much tankiness, and a lack of CC for Kaboom. Even if you do, I think, you're still going to be able to walk away with a win should you get the Elder Dragon. We'll see if they can find their way into a winning fight right now. Everett is huge at the moment and has not gotten the chance to strut his stuff.
I really like that Gnar's ultimate is on a 10-second cooldown. I think it's really funny. Like a funny aspect to late game Gnar.
Yeah, right? That he's just like... Okay, because it's on a 10-second cooldown, but it's also like not on a 10-second cooldown. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, it's so weird how that's like gated in this way.
Yeah. It's gated by the rage bar, which he can stack up fairly quickly if he just continuously hitting things. But normally you aren't, right?
Oh, no.
Okay. Oh, he does miss
flash,
the Gnar
good
there.
Flash, good flash.
But yeah, look at the cooldown tick away on the ultimate.
That's cute. It's just
it does reset when he transforms, by the way. So it is more like 12 to 14 seconds, depending on how quickly you transform after the ultimate. But yeah, it's almost certainly up by the next time you go Mega. So
dude, this observer loves JoJo's recall.
Oh yeah, it just loves watching. It's the new skin. They're trying to sell skins, right?
That's true. We'll just make better skins. That's my answer to you.
Yeah, make better skins, and you'll sell more skins.
Exactly.
And for God's sake, stop saying that bad skin sales are a reason to stop making that skin line. Papercraft is a good skin line. Make more of them. I don't.
Skin line.
Yes. You made one of them for Nunu. Of course, it wasn't going to sell well.
You really want like Papercraft Lissandra.
Oh yeah,
that would be really
how many
cool.
champions could be made out of origami that could be so sick?
That'd be
Whatever.
dope. I feel like Zaya would go pretty well.
Yeah,
yeah,
for sure.
We'll come up with a brainstorm. Actually, Udyr would be really interesting, right? If you could do that well. Speaking of which, Aegis is just cutting the wave.
Yep. Yeah, he's just proxying here at the 39 minutes 30 seconds.
Weiser's actually gone back to deal with him. Solar Flare will go wide for the moment. Kaboom are all grouped up. If they can find Guigo right now, he's not in Mega, but he will manage to get away just barely. It's only one ult burn for Kaboom. They fortunately have not had another one of those cases. Desave actually needs to burn the heal, though, and that's really big. It is finally going to be the Whiffed Cannon Barrage that is the classic hero. Venture's got a crazy idea right now. Realm warping in minions directly onto the tower and actually threatening to end the game. Kaboom have got to peel back. This guy's actually huge brain.
Yep. Yeah, I love that play. The realm warping the minions in. If he had super minions, that would definitely take that turret, but Red is starting up the Baron. They're
Oh my
gonna
god,
finish
it
it
is
too.
such
What?
deja vu right now. But Kaboom, once again, they're in that place where they've got to just
Ooh.
clean up the team fight. And Desave
Oh
does not find
no.
the blade recall.
Kaboom?
Does manage to pick up a double kill though, and Kaboom do manage to
Dragon.
win the fight.
It's
If they
Elder.
get this
Elder in 10.
dragon, it's huge. But Redkin they're pushing for the end of the game right now. Aegis is just
Yeah.
walking the minions into their base, and their inhibitor is open. I don't know how much you're going to lose for this. You're definitely going to lose an inhibitor. Weiser wants to challenge it. In the meantime, trying to get the Elder Dragon. Titan can't quite contest either, but we see Aegis moving up, and Aegis can secure it if he just walks in to get the smite right now. Ryan isn't actually up, so they've got to kill Aegis if they want to take this dragon.
Yep.
Kaboom, look instead for Jojo. Aegis walks in for the last couple
Oh,
minutes. Titan
no.
assassinates Professor. And Kaboom can no longer take the dragon. They've lost a lot in the past couple minutes. The Baron is not going to be the last thing.
Yeah, Titan maybe caught by Desave here. Now he's just baiting. Trying to bait him into Jojo. Right now, Ryan is clearing these minions, but it's difficult to clear the minions. For the Olaf, he's got a decent wave clear, but
Aegis is level 18.
yeah, the supers give him some trouble. Yeah, and Red actually going to start up the Elder.
There's no contest.
You're going to have Baron and Elder, and you know what that means,
so
do you?
bad, actually. You've
Yeah.
already cracked the inhibitor as well. This is not looking good for Kaboom, who have struggled to win team fights at the best of times. They just can't keep anyone in place.
So, I never asked this of anybody or looked it up, but when you have Collector and Elder, does it execute at 15%?
I don't think so. I
does
don't
it
think they're
just-
additive. Yeah, I think it
Okay,
just
cool.
defaults to Elder.
Yeah, that would be insane.
Yeah.
Because 15% of like 3,000 is a number that I don't know, but
We got the
that'd be
time
a
to do
lot,
the math.
right?
I mean, wait.
Oh, boy.
15% of
Jeez.
1,000
Okay.
is 150.
150.
Right? So then we just
three
do that
times
three
that
times. Yeah.
is 450, right?
Yeah, that's 450.
Yeah, so like 500 health would be
Yeah.
the execute threshold, which would be insane.
Yeah, we'll give it a nice
So,
roundup account for burn and all that, which is
yeah.
yeah. This is about the amount of time that Kaboom have to consider what has gotten them to this position. Is the amount of time required to do all of this math, because they really can't do anything right now. They kind of have the game served to them by Red. There are only 2 inhibitors to take, and both of them are going to fall right now. Kaboom, I'm not even sure if they can find a fight if Redkinids don't want to take one. They've got so much poke. Guigo's about to go Mega, so this could be the best time for Red to fight.
They have effectively 10% less health because of the Elder buff, but they also have like about 10% more health because of their Mountain Shields. So
it's finally an even game.
Yeah, but it's more even than it normally is with the Elder buff. But yeah, I think this is gonna be it.
Yeah, effort is chewing through super minions right now, so Red are actually going to have to engage if they want to.
Yeah, under
finish
turrets.
This game off, which is weird given how many minions are here, but they're just waiting for those last couple waves to craft. Aegis is clearing out the bot one. Desave is the focus right now. Weiser pulls the trigger as Kaboom want Titan so bad, but they can't quite find the angle. Aegis is zoning them out, and Avenger is not hit by any CC either. So weirdly enough, Redkinids, they take the entire base, but they cannot find the end of the game.
Yeah, they have Elder and they're not engaging. Crazy, right? But you have to engage under both Nexus turrets. Into level 18. Gangplank level 18, Xyle level 18, Victor. And to be honest, that does not seem like a safe engage, even with the Elder buff. So, yeah, they're going to back off for the time being. I don't know what advantage they can win off of, because they had Baron and Elder. But, yeah, to be honest, this just seems like we can't win, because, well, I guess you have to get a pick, right? You have to get a pick. You have to make sure it's not 5v5. Then maybe you look for that fight. But this game will continue past the 45-minute mark here. Oh, boy.
This might actually be our longest game of CBLOL. We're going to have to check afterwards, since it is not really near ending right now. We've got at least 2 minutes until it does, because that's when the Baron will be up. And you've got to imagine that Baron would close this game for them.
Yeah, that would definitely help for sure.
that point, though, you got to take bot inhibitor again because that's already up. We
Yep,
do have
that's back up.
Guigo pressuring it right now.
Yeah, Guigo on the flank there with the teleport. Weiser is going to match them now. I don't know who wins that 1v1 this late in the game.
I mean, everything points to that it should be Wiser, but
Right.
also Guigo's so tanky, and he's actually been playing really well ever since the level 1. I don't think that he just oversteps far enough for Wiser to be able to take advantage of this.
Yeah, Guigo has 3,000 health with mini Gnar.
Jesus. He's
Yeah,
built
so
basically full tank. He built Stride Breaker into just anti-Gangplank.
yeah, he also has Grasp. He's probably got Overgrowth as well, though I can't check on that. But so yeah, this late in the game, super tanky. Massive health bar.
Oh!
But
It's a big crit, though.
Weiser, yeah, big crit. Weiser, full build here. Notably, Guigo is not. Guigo's missing an item slot here.
What's happening right now? Why is Wiser not committing to this? Oh, he knows that Avenger's not on the map. That's a good realm warp right now, and that's going to be...
Here he comes.
That's just going to be the inhibitor, and you have to burn teleport as well. Kaboom losing resources, and that means that this Baron can just be started. You've got 3 members to contest it, and the double teleport into the Baron pit should be Kaboom leaving. You can't get picked right now. The game would just be over. Ryan is the one initiated on his Aegis, goes in. Titan follows him up, but the kills haven't come through just yet. Dasave gets stunned and can't finish anyone off right now. Still hasn't found a kill regardless, and flashes away just as his GA gets popped, but Wiser's in here, and so is Everett. They find the shutdown onto one member, make it 2 as Titan does manage to find the snipe onto Dasave. 2 members do fall as Kaboom find the team fight, might even find the Baron, but their base is falling apart right now, and all we need is the teleports. Red have already burned the teleports to get here. They can't actually finish the game. It's gonna have to be the minions right now. We're gonna pan over to see how that one's going, because one tower's already fallen. Wiser, can he save the last remaining tower? Does he have the barrels right now? I think he just might barely. Professor
no, he doesn't have it.
The tower is gonna fall. They have naked Nexus right now, just as Kaboom managed to secure the Baron.
Wait.
The backs are being stopped. Everett needs to be kept alive. If this Prince dies, your game is over, and Aegis is looking for it. The stun comes in. Guigo's almost mega right now, and Everett is trying desperately to peel Aegis off of him, but he gets gnarred into the wall and stunned. Aegis can't quite follow up at the moment, and Everett does go golden. Doesn't have the flash, but has the shield just for a moment to save himself. The gravity well saves him. Everett finds it along with the help of Ryan, and Kaboom get to go back to base, living for just a few moments longer.
Oh, look at that big old wave of Baron minions they got pushing out. That's going to be able to save them a lot of time. And the Elder as well, as that death timer on Guigo is very long. It's still up over 45 seconds, even though he's been dead for about 15. So it's over a minute on the death timer. But Elder's going to be started up. Red, they're going to look for the back door here.
This is the smart move, I think. I think they can do it. Oh, but Everett's waiting here.
It's the Realm Warp!
Huge! And Professor actually manages to live right now.
But
Everett
they got the
might
Elder.
not be so lucky. Titan is here, and he's got the damage. Dasave's got to back with the Baron. Wiser's here as well. A double kill does come through for Red Knids, and Kaboom can't follow it up, so they do lose 2 Elders and 2 Barons.
They're going to have to back off for the time being here. And Kaboom now with Elder on 3 members. Oh, it's close. The game cannot be closer. And this game, once again, is nowhere near over, as we're going to go past 50 minutes now. Look at that gold graph. What? Red Knids had such a big advantage in this game, and it's dwindled back down to almost nothing. It's just a 1,000 gold lead between these two teams. Keep in mind, that's basically nothing, as everybody now is full build, right? So, having 1,000 gold between you does not exactly do much. Everybody's up at like 95,000 gold, both teams. So yeah, I think it's just Guigo that's not full build. As they're looking for that Thornmail completion, but everything else is done.
Right now, I would almost rather them just take the gold off of the scoreboard and just put Twitch emotes there. Just
Pog.
yeah,
Just
just a
pogging,
big
yeah.
Pog. Pog isn't a Twitch emote anymore. Come on, man.
Oh,
Get with
right,
the
right,
time.
right, yeah.
It is weird that
But,
that happened, eh?
yeah, no, it's super strange.
Hmm.
Super strange there. But, yeah, the Twitch emotes would be funny. They just had rotating Pog champs there.
That'd make me really happy.
Yeah,
All of the
that'd be
different
pretty funny.
variety of what, like one of each of the champions.
That would be funny. Yeah, if they made one for every champion, but
One for Shooter Monster Ryan.
jeez. Yeah, that Bramble Vest still isn't upgraded into a Thornmail yet for Guigo. I don't know if there's like a strategic reason for that. He should have the gold.
Maybe he's just
I
waiting it
think
back.
yeah, it could be. Yeah. Maybe he's just forgetting or something, I don't know. But he also only has one immobilize, but it just gives him more armor and health too. I'm pretty sure upgrading the item, so
Yeah. Elder
not
Dragon.
sure there.
Oh, okay. Titan, did you overstep right now? I think he
Titan,
might have.
what?
Oh, wait! It is
Whoa,
Kasame who's
what?
overstepped, but there it is. Titan does manage to get deleted. JoJo should be able to escape right now. It is a trade of AD carries, but Professor is the next pickoff as there's a fight happening in the base right now as the inhibitor does respawn. Ryan and Professor going at it, still aren't taken down, and Guigo and Avenger do get away. The bot inhibitor just now respawning, and every inhibitor is back up for Kaboom.
What? Yeah, no, they're all back up, and Kaboom is within striking distance.
If Kaboom win this game, I will eat my shorts.
Yep, yeah. It would be one heck of a comeback, right? And you have to imagine Canids are almost wishing that they had pulled the trigger earlier in this game, as they definitely had the opportunity to several times, but they did not, and that's what led us to the situation. Baron up in a minute 30, 2:30 on Elder, and those are really the only ways that either team are going to feel comfortable moving in here. Okay, boots are sold for Wiser, and they pick up Swifties here.
Interesting.
Yeah, so we're seeing some itemizations come through. Some hyper late game ones. Still not full build for Ryan, looking for the Spirit Visage. At least I think he might have sold an item for the Spirit Visage and not had enough to complete it. But
I'm surprised Wiser didn't go for something like that has Grievous or Armor Pen on it.
Yeah.
One of those two utility sort of things that
he had Sork shoes for something.
No, he had Ionian boots with Lucidity.
He had Lucidity boots?
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
All right. Because the Sork shoes came up briefly. I think he might have bought them by accident and sold them and bought Swifties. So yeah, maybe that's what happened.
Just
but
typed the letter S in.
Yeah, it came up and I was like, Sork shoes, okay. Yeah, Swifties. Yeah. Okay. Cool. That makes much more sense. But yeah, I'm trying to keep track of the items through here, and there are so many. It's kind of weird. Both supports have like a Kindle gem in their inventory, and I don't know if like you're just not supposed to upgrade that or what, or if it's like a visual bug. But
I think they're just still poor. I think this is the real problem. 53 minutes into the game, supports still can't get to full build. This actually might be my first hour-long game that I've cast.
Yeah, it definitely could be. There's not too many of them anymore.
No, and certainly not in this meta either, which is really odd. Everett looks for the kill onto Avenger, but you can't overstep right now. Desave, full build, has plenty to chew through. Everyone has that armor pen as well, and Baron is finally up. Are Kaboom going to make a play for this? They do have double teleport available to them. Guigo's trying to zone them out. Wiser's in the mid lane for the wave clear, but we do have Aegis on the flank, and Ryan could be caught out right now. JoJo goes in, gets a double knockup, but Ryan's still alive. JoJo, however, might not be so lucky. The Unbreakable Will isn't quite enough, but Avenger is winning the game right now. This is all you need. There's a teleport into the base, and Red Canids might just have found their way in because the disengage can't come in for Kaboom. Weirdly enough, Red finally ended the game in not the way that we expected at all.